All right, hey guys, it's Jonah here from 100 Concepts, and today we got Mitch here. Mitch, you want to tell us who you are and what we're doing today?
Sure. I'm Mitch. I'm from Agonic, and we're going to be going over the Cana Provisions Personal Water Decon Kit. So kind of what's in it, how to use it appropriately, and all the other sort of fun stuff that goes along with it.
All right, cool. All right, we'll break it open and we'll see what's inside.
Sure. All right, so this guy's pretty cool. He took a lot of thought in the personal items that come inside of this kit, especially when you're looking at water decontamination and how to purify water for a single person as opposed to a large group, as well as like some of the personal needs of the individual and a variety of different scenarios. There's lots of emergency medical type stuff, antibiotics, bandits, all that sort of stuff. But when we're getting into the water purification portion of it, it's got these little tablets for a washcloth in essence that can be utilized for a filter. It's got a couple of rubber bands or ranger bands to be utilized to help seal that. You got alcohol wipes in order to clean off the lids and the edges of a drink container, and then your aqua tablets in order to actually kill off any of the bacteria that got through your filter when you're pre-filtering your water to begin with. So it's pretty simple stuff as you're going through, but you haven't done this stuff before, right?
Yeah, no.
Cool. So with these little tablets, the way that they come, it's really compact and it's vacuum sealed, so they're really tight. But if you soak this in water for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, it opens up into a nice sheet that you can utilize. Once it's nice and open, you take your water bottle, have it nice and open, and then you take the sheet, stretch it over the top, and then your rubber band goes over and seals the top portion of the water bottle.
Okay, this is like a pre-filter?
Yeah, like a pre-filter that's going to be inside of there. Once everything is kind of set up in place, it's important to make sure that you give it a dimple right in the middle, almost like a little nipple for the water to collect and go through. Because especially depending on the water source, if there's a lot of contaminants, debris, and stuff like that in the water, you don't want it getting into the bottle. So
Okay.
That's what that filter's really trying to do, is trying to strain everything through it. Without that dimple, you'll get clogs. The pores of the material will actually act as a little membrane and prevent water from going through. So you have to add some slack into it in order for the water to actually sift all the way through the debris and the membrane of the fabric itself as well.
Okay.
Once you have that and taken care of, you can take off the rubber band.
So the bottle's full at this point?
Yep, it would be full. And then you take one of these aqua tablets.
Okay.
And it would be one per bottle. He even has like a little instructional manual on here to tell you how many tablets to put in for the amount of water that you have, and also for the temperature that you have outside.
Got it.
Because when colder temperatures, the chemical process happening with the chlorine inside of the aqua tabs, it takes longer for it to go through and actually do its job of killing the bacteria and everything else like that. So that's what he has that chart there for. And following those instructions, once it's in there, you would want to agitate the water. So once it's all full up, the tablet's inside, it actually needs to move around. You need to stir up the chlorine and everything in order to allow it to permeate every bit of the water that you've collected. It takes roughly about 30 minutes or so in order to do all of that. Once that 30 minutes is up, there's a couple different ways of doing it, whether you're in a hurry or if not, dictates if you're going to use this method or not. We used to just purge it, so you turn the water bottle upside down, loosen the threads until you have the chlorinated water coming out the edges of the cap, and once that's happening, the bleach is actually cleaning off the threads and the edges of the lid.
Everything you put your mouth on.
Absolutely, everything that your mouth is going to be going on. Because otherwise, that still has all the contaminated water source that you collected from on there, and you instantly put it into your body right as you take a drink.
Got it.
So you have to burp your water bottle beforehand. If you don't feel like burping or you're a little bit over paranoid, he even provided little alcohol free pads in there in order to clean off the threads, the edges of the lip for the water bottle and everything else like that. Just making sure that you aren't getting any of that contaminants into your body right away.
Okay. So it's a bit of a process, but this allows us to go up to a stream with just a water bottle and a small kit and be able to collect at least a liter of water
Absolutely.
purify and drink and hydrate ourselves.
Yeah, and you can do it multiple times over. He provided 3 different tablets for the washcloths or the pre-filters, and then the decon kit came with 2 by 5, so 10 different tablets. So you can have 10 different water bottles filled with the same decon kit all at the same time.
Okay.
And you can reuse some of these tablets too.
Yeah.
Like that's fine. It's just trying to get the bigger chunks and debris out of the water when you're trying to collect it. So the other cool thing that he also did was the anti-diarrheals, just in case, you know, so that you actually keep the water inside of your body, which I thought was pretty neat, as opposed to having it just go straight through you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so all right, guys, check these out. These are the Personal Water Decon Kits. You can find these over on Cana Provisions. So check them out today.